Okay, my YNR fans, we got to talk about what's going on in Genoa City next week. Summer and Kyle are back just in time for Diane to drop a bombshell in their lap. Phyllis and Jack, yeah, they're going to get into an argument. We also see some news that Devon gets that he is not going to be happy about. Lily and Billy look like they're crashing, and it probably has to do something that causes Billy to save Chelsea. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS soaps, both the young and the restless, and the bold and the beautiful. This is your spoilers video for the young and the restless for the week of October 31st through November 4th. And without further ado, let's talk about what's going on next week. Okay, let's talk about Skyle, Summer, and Kyle. They're returning home to Genoa City from their honeymoon family vacay. However, we all know what they're about to walk back into. Trouble is looming. And yeah, you know Kyle is going to hear some stunning news, and it's likely about his mom, Diane, and that whole recent confession to Jack. The question is, what is Kyle's response going to be? Is he going to see her as the victim? Or is he going to cut Diane out of his life for good? We have to stay tuned to find out. Speaking of the honeymooners, let's talk about their parents. Because we got Phyllis and Jack. They're going to end up fighting this week. So it sounds like Diane will once again be at the center of their argument. Now, Phyllis could rub in the fact that she was right all along, while Jack may believe things are not so black and white, especially because look like Jack is seeing Diane as a victim, as he called it, being blackmailed from two sides. So we'll see how that whole face-off ends. Okay, so let's switch gears a little bit because we need to talk about Ashley and Tucker. So Ashley is going to have a decision that she's needing to make, and she's going to feel conflicted about it. And it looks like this is about Tucker McCall. Should she reunite with him or not? Especially we know that she's trying to get details out of him. Now, perhaps she's struggling with this whole idea of snooping on him, especially in light of Diane's recent confession. Now, Ashley is definitely protective over her family, so it'll be very, very interesting to see what she decides to do. So we talked about the Abbotts. Let's talk about the Newmans now. So it looks like next week, Nick is going to have to defend himself over something. And it looks like this might have to do with his recent romance with Sally Spectra. Victor Newman looked like he's going to be on screen this week, and he's going to grill his son over that recent hookup with Sally. Now, Nick, of course, is likely going to be quick to note that Victor has made questionable relationships decisions in his own past. He sure has. And he's also adult now, and he can make his own decisions. And just like his mom was trying to do this past week, Nick doesn't feel that he need to run his romance decisions by his mom or his dad. So we got to see how that all unfolds. So we have another Newman, Adam Newman. So it looks like for Adam next week, he's going to be making a bold move or two. It also teases us that he could be scheming or plotting a little bit of chaos that he's trying to create. And the question is, should Nick or Victor be concerned? What does this have to do with? Does it have to do with anything with getting Sally back? We got to stay tuned. Okay, so let's talk about Nate. Because Nate is going to make another plea to Elena to come back. It sounds like he's desperate to get her back, but the question is he going to be successful? Also, could his new role over at Newman Media complicate that whole thing? Now, this move is also going to be a huge issue for Devon, especially when he walks into society and catches the two of them talking about the whole thing with him working over at Newman Media as the CEO, which could also kind of tip him off on who was the CEO behind the Chancellor Winters IPO debacle. Yeah, this storyline is getting good, so we got to stay tuned. Wow, it looked like Chance got caught in a little bit of a lie. So, yeah, there's some drama between Chance and Abby next week because Abby is going to find out that Chance has been lying to her about something, and more than likely it's about his time when either he's at work or being by himself. Now, when this happens, this is going to be a good possibility that she's going to turn to Devon for a little bit of support. Now, they do share a bond through their son, Dom. However, could this friendship turn into a romance? The way that it's looking, it looked like it's heading in that direction. So we got to stay tuned. Okay, trouble in paradise on the horizon with Billy and Lily. So next week, it's kind of teasing us that Lily and Billy will have once again another fight. Now, they've gone through some tough times in the past with his hiccups here and there in their romance, but is there something else to it? There's been a lot of tension between these two, especially with him not wanting to work over at Chancellor Winters as Lily's COO anymore, and his attention, he's been focused on Chelsea. So we'll see how that affects their relationship. And finally, we were left with the huge cliffhanger of Chelsea being on the roof of the Grand Phoenix, anticipating the decisions that she wanted to make regarding the rest of her life. And look like Billy is going to be the one to rescue her. And you know, he was also on a date with his girlfriend Lily. So is this a possibility that that's what is the camel, or the straw, or the camel, either one, the straw that breaks the camel back in their relationship? But somebody had to save Chelsea. We'll have to see how this unfolds next week on The Young and the Restless. Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of October 31st through November 4th, 2022. If you haven't checked out the bold and the beautiful spoilers also for next week, it has been uploaded to the channel. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye.